Hi and welcome to XTheOwlFiles.com. I'm Steve Troop and I'll be building a replica of X the Owl from the neighborhood of Make Believe in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I may actually be building some of the other characters as well, but we'll see how this one goes first. Here's a quick list of the things you'll need if you want to follow along at home. First thing you'll need is about a half a yard of royal blue felt. The one thing I found when I went to the fabric store was they had two fabrics called royal blue felt. The lighter one is the one that I used for the prototype, but I think the darker is actually closer to what X the Owl actually, the color he actually is. He actually might be purple. I'm colorblind, so don't hold me to that. Part of this process is kind of discovering how to build this together. So anyway, you'll need about half a yard, whatever color you end up using for the basis for the body. In addition to that, you'll need some regular felt squares. You'll need black, Kelly green. You'll need, especially if you're using the lighter color, you're going to need about 3 squares of the darker royal blue. You'll also need 2 sheets of bright blue and 1 sheet of the baby blue color. And in addition to that, you'll need something for the lining, which is pretty much any fabric you want to use. It should be smooth and somewhat breathable. Not a lot of stretch to it. I think this is a broadcloth or a duck cloth, but you can use pretty much anything. You just need 2 pieces of it, about 12 inches by 18 inches. When I was doing research and blowing up pictures of the original X, I came to the realization that his head is about the same size and shape as one of these styrofoam eggs. This is the 3 3/8 by 5 3/4 egg. It actually worked really well in the prototype, so I think we're going to be using one of those too, so you'll need that. In addition, for his neck, you're going to need a toilet paper roll. For his beak, I used this product called Propoxy 20. It's a product that basically you knead it together and it becomes like a clay that you can mold into any shape. Then I made it into the shape of his beak and stuck it on there. Now the problem with this, because it's styrofoam in this product, he has a very loose beak. And to counteract that, I got this stuff called Smooth On Epsilon Pro, which apparently will firm up your styrofoam. I've never used it before, so this might be part of the process that we either use in every one of these puppets or abandon altogether. I also hear that paper mache works really well. You'll need 3 or 4 coats of it. Or if you are making this for a kid, you may not need to use it at all. You might be able to get away with just using the styrofoam, and I would use a couple of pieces of gold felt and make a beak and stuff it full of polyfill, because I hate to have a kid rip this off and eat it or something. I don't think it'd be a good idea. You also need some polyfill, and you'll need some for the horns and the wings. I used Plastidip yellow to paint the Propoxy beak, and it gave this nice plastic covering. You also will need navy blue thread or a dark blue thread, and you might need a sewing machine. You can probably hand sew it if you wanted to. You'll definitely need a glue gun to put on all these feathers, and probably 5 sticks of glue. The last thing, and probably the most essential thing to building this puppet you're going to need, is pinking shears. Now, I've never used pinking shears on any other project. I've been sewing for about 20 years and never had a use for them. So I was lucky enough to have a friend who had a set of them and let me borrow them. Rather than shelling out 20 bucks for a pair of scissors you'll probably never use again, you might ask around your friends who sew, and they may be able to help you use them. But you definitely do need them for this project. And that's about it. So in a couple of days, I'll come back and we'll start building this guy, and hope to see you then.